And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. We are in Nizhny Novgorod, Russia. This is the Basketball Champions League regular season Group D, and it is a big-time clash between Nizhny Novgorod and Casademont Zaragoza. We'll talk about flying high. Nizhny Novgorod, winners of 3 straight games in this competition, their longest ever in the Basketball Champions League. So they are excited to be here, taking on the only team that's beaten them, in fact, this season in the Basketball Champions League. Also in Group D, it'll be Lublin taking on Falco Sombote later, or that'll be tomorrow, rather. And, depending on results, obviously, we'll have some teams who will go ahead and punch their ticket for the next phase of the competition. When you look at, let's start with Zaragoza. They win tonight, and they know they're playing in the next phase of the competition. So plenty of reasons for them to come out all guns blazing. Nizhny Novgorod, meanwhile, at 3-1. You can see both these teams in the top 2. With the same records. Again, Casademont Zaragoza, the only team to beat Nizhny. And Nizhny will advance to the playoffs if they win this game. And also Lublin beat Falco Sombote. So that's kind of how we stand right now, just minutes away from the start. And the name of the game is win enough of your games and progress. And with Casademont Zaragoza, well, they've had their struggles this season in the Spanish League, but in the Basketball Champions League, they've done very well. Rashid Suleiman, the former JDA Dijon player, TJ Bray, Jonathan Barrero, Nicolas Bursino, Jaime Fernandez, Alex Font, Robin Benzing, Dylan Ennis, all the way down, Trygve Helenissen, and of course their coach, Sergio Hernandez. So Sergio Hernandez, perhaps best known as the coach of Argentina's national team and leading them always towards the podium, certainly always in contention for a spot on the podium. They reached the final of the FIBA Basketball World Cup in 2019 in China before falling to Spain. For Nizhny Novgorod, Casey Shepard, Artyom Komolov, Alexander Gankevich, Ilya Platonov, Alexander Chadov, Stepan Gontar, Luka Petrasik, Ivan Strebkov, Timofey Gerasimov, Gavrilovich, and of course Yevgeny Baburin, and everybody knows their coach as well at Nizhny, who has been in this competition before, and it's always exciting to see Zoran Lukic walking the sidelines. And he'll no doubt have a game plan today that if his team can come out and execute, they'll have a good chance of winning this game. There's no doubt about it. They'll be looking to get the win. They only suffered a narrow defeat by 3 points the first time around. And you know, the difference between winning and losing, every possession is valuable, and well, you got to take your chances when you get them. You might remember Dylan Ennis was the hero in the last game, hitting a game-winning three-pointer with about 19 seconds remaining. And then Nizhny Novgorod, Casey Shepard turned it over, and they suffered defeat in their opening game. But again, this Casademont Zaragoza team, a lot of experience in their team, a lot of good players, and indeed players actually that have won this competition before. And they had the coaching change in mid-season, and well, I guess so far so good for them as they try to have a good season both in the domestic front and also in the Basketball Champions League, because they want to make it back as well next year. Well, Rodrigo San Miguel for Casademont Zaragoza won the title in year 1 of the Basketball Champions League when he was on the books of Iberostar Tenerife. There's Casey Shepard, and you can see Gankevich there, number 5, perhaps plays bigger than he looks in that low post. He'll have his work cut out today, going up against this Big front line of Casademont Zaragoza. So we're at the business end of the regular season, as teams know they need to get results if they want to be moving on and making that next stage of the competition. So this game, of course, the benefit that both of these teams have is that they are 3-1 and really have 1 foot, you would think, already in that next stage, especially Zaragoza. You see Coach Sarah Hernandez wearing the dark suit today, coming out looking dapper. Zaragoza, don't forget, made it to the semifinals of the Basketball Champions League in the last edition. They played at the final 8, and they won against Iberostar Tenerife. So they're looking to build on that strong campaign. Of course, you have changes at the helm. You have some changes in the playing staff, but the bulk of this roster still together from that team that made the run to the semifinals. So we'll get a look at the referees, and we'll get a look also at the starting fives for both of these outstanding teams in the Basketball Champions League. And I think with Hernandez having been with the team now for several weeks, he's got a much better idea of what they can do. Alexander Glizic from Serbia, Martin Horzov, Bulgaria, and Gintaras Vitkauskas from Lithuania. That is an all-star crew doing this game, perhaps an indication of how important this is, especially when you consider Vitkauskas, one of the top referees in Lithuania. Glizic, of course, you always see him at the big national team events like the World Cup in China, as well as Martin Horzov, the Bulgarian referee, getting the nod to referee at the FIBA Basketball World Cup and doing his country proud. TJ Bray, Dylan Ennis, Jonathan Barreto, Robin Benzing, and Jason Thompson in the starting 5 for Casademont Zaragoza. And DJ Seeley started the season with this team, but he's no more. He's moved on to pastures new. And there's Sarah Hernandez, the coach of Zaragoza. You know, he always wanted to coach in Spain. You know, the right offer didn't come along. You know, that meant the team, the money, whatever. And, well, when Zaragoza called, he was coming, and he is anxious to really, very eager to show what he could do, but also to experience Spanish basketball, where Argentinians have been so important over the years. Artem Komalov, Ivan Strebkov, Laburin, Dankevich, and Petrasic in the starting 5 for Coach Zoric. And Zoric with his back turned to us, looking focused and determined. Impeccable preparation for him, and he coaches forget coaching every single possession. He coaches every single second. I mean, he is watching the game like nobody else, and clearly very good at his craft when you see how his team come out and they're so organized, and also how he's able to make adjustments during games.
Zaragoza, номер 5 TJ Bray, номер 7 Jonathan Barreira, номер 12 Robert Benzing, номер 31 Dylan Ennis, номер 33 Jason Thompson. Стартовый состав команды Нижний Новгород. Номер 4 Артем Камолов, номер 5 Александр Ганкевич, номер 18 Люк Петрасик, номер 19.
Well, what's going to be the key matchup today? It's really interesting. You know, you got a lot of good shooters out there. That's one of them right there. Komalov, Strebkov will certainly not be shy about putting it up either, but it's all about the passing game, really, for this team. And Komalov told he had to remove the black shirt underneath, so he had to go over and take it off. So Game hasn't even started, and Harzov's already made his first call. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back. Feliz año. Good, happy new year to all as we start 2021 in the Basketball Champions League. And Zaragoza getting that opening tip, but it is the home team which comes out first. Komolov goes baseline, and as he puts it up, he's fouled, I think, by Barreiro. Yeah, that's it. I was always taught never give up the baseline, and he gave up the baseline easily there. I know some coaches have other ways getting the help defense over. But Komolov, well, they gave him the baseline. He took it, and here he is at the free throw line. Komolov makes the first. You know, being told he has to remove the undershirt beforehand might be a little unsettling for some players, but Komolov looks like he's okay with it. Makes both free throws. TJ Bray trying to show the way. Here's Ennis. There's Thompson. And Thompson goes up, misses, battles away. And Barreiro made the mistake by putting it on the deck. Allowed Gankevich to get in there to knock it away. Here's Strebkov. Bounce pass, his pass intercepted by Benzing, who gets it over to Ennis, who does a good job of attacking the rim and earning a trip to the free throw line. Dylan Ennis, boy, was he at the center of it over the weekend, playing for Zaragoza in the Spanish League. Don't forget his three-pointer won the first game between these two teams. His go-ahead game-winning three. And he got the key block of Yakubu Watura, the former Monaco star. You might remember back in year one. Played at the Final Four. Watura now plays for Real Betis. And Dylan Ennis blocked his potential putback winner. So he makes just one of two free throws. It's Nizhny Novgorod leading it here early in the contest. Another bounce pass. There's Gankevich, and he went right at Barreiro. Ennis over to Thompson. And Thompson takes no prisoners, goes right up. Strebkov leans into it from the free throw line. He's been a fun player to watch in the Basketball Champions League, and it's also helped him find his way into the Russian national team. The three-point shot from Bray. TJ Bray, indeed, showing the way. And that's exactly what Coach Hernandez was saying over from the sidelines. If they're going to give it to you, take it and make it. Strebkov again, this time short. And high energy Dylan Ennis rebounds it. Now gets it back. His pass down low. Bounce pass might have been better. Thompson surrounded by three players. Baburin. Komolov. Beautiful take. Gets it up quickly. Went right past Bray that time. Barreiro turns. Gets in. Oh, a little up and under there. Nice move by the hard, tough as nails Barreiro. He gets an A for effort every time. Again, somebody got lost, and they do not get punished as Baburin misses the layup. Great pass by Petrasik. I'm not too sure about Baburin's defense there, but I guess he was giving also away some centimeters. There he is reaching in. A little bit of a mismatch if they want to go to him again. Now Dylan Ennis and Thompson, and he throws it down with 2 hands. There's no doubt about it. Hernandez wants his team to go down low as often as possible. 4 points for Thompson. Oh, beautiful bounce pass and the layup by Strebkov. Showing us that left-handed skill that he's got. Now Bray pulls up again. Oh, early in the shot clock, 3-pointer, no passes. Now, and Barreto called for the foul on Artem Komolov. Not enamored with the decision was Barreto.
Замена Zaragoza. Джонатан Барейра, номер 7, второй фол.
Well, we got Brasino in the game. Now, along with Thompson, Benzing, Bray, and Ennis. And Brasino entered the game for Barreto. We got a tie game. So Barreto leaves the game early with 2 fouls, 2 quick fouls. Bray puts it on the deck, puts it up, and gets it to go. Zaragoza back on top. Strebkov gets the pick. Now passes to the corner to Baburin. Gets it back to Strebkov behind the back. Gets away with it. Gankevich, bounce pass, and to Petrasic, and he lays it up off the glass. Petrasic looking over. There he is. Ennis again puts it up from a long way out and hits it right before the expiration of the shot clock. Bounce pass, and boy, Bray frustrated, playing defense. Called for the foul on Strebkov. So Ennis's 3-pointer. You see the shot clock as it was winding down. Strebkov goes out. And Shepard checks in. Oh, good job handling the basketball. Dylan Ennis, Baburin trying to draw the charge, but called for the block.
Замена Zaragoza. Евгений Бабурин, номер 44.
Maybe if Baburin doesn't reach, he does get the block, or he does get the charge, rather. Gavrilovic checks into the game now, number 31. Again, they find Thompson down low, and he goes up for another dunk. A two-handed throwdown variety. That's his favorite, Jason Thompson. Shepard, nobody picks him up, wide open. Interesting strategy employed, or how Hernandez has coached up his team tonight. See Thompson looking to set the pick. And this misses with that three. Because those bigs, for here is Gavrilovic missing it from a long way out. I don't think his coach will want to see him do that much. Brasino on the break and hands it off, and another advantage to having Ennis. He runs the floor so well, beats the defense. Suleiman in the game now, wearing 0. Komalov, well, they're giving it to him, and Artyom Komalov is taking it. He's going straight to the basket. He's saying, you want to give me a layup drill? I'll take it. Benzing, I don't think he's even attempted a shot. This is his first one. Gavrilovic gets it to Baburin. Open, he'll knock it down. Nope, a little bit long. Brasino looks up, rebounds and runs. Oh, what a pass from Brasino. And then Suleiman tried to make a pass, either a miscommunication or it wasn't there. Petrasic for 3! And the former Columbia star nails it. You've probably heard the story about how his grandfather played for the New York Knicks back in the day, a long time ago. 1949 to 1954. Here's Benzing. His grandfather was Connie Simmons.
Замена Нижний Новгород.
It feels like Zaragoza have gotten what they've wanted offensively for the most part. But defensively, they haven't really had any answers for Nizhny. But here they are again, Zaragoza at the line. This time, Robin Benzing. And the Germany national team captain misses the first. Tell you, this is year 5 of the Basketball Champions League, and you know, you find yourself talking about how all of these players, you know, some of them have experience in this competition, but how they play for their national teams. They've played at World Cups, Olympic Games. Here is Gavrilovic bounce passing. Just kind of underlines how important this competition is. It's got some great players, and there's one of them, Komalov, is coming alive big time in this first quarter. Artyom Komalov. They were guarding him before, and he kept beating him going to the basket. So now he drills the 3. Ennis hands it off, and there's Thompson this time deciding to score with a little, well, flick, little layup. There's Baburin. Well, Yevgeny Baburin among those 3-point threats for Nizhny. Now Suleiman. Into the corner, Ennis. And misses. Shepard. Shepard's a great name for a point guard, isn't it? Shepard's shepherding the flock. Here he is, putting it up for 3. And you know, Thompson called for the foul, going for the rebound, called for the push on Gavrilovic. Well, I mean, there was minimal contact. He went for the ball. He's looking, you know, understandably. You don't get all the calls to go your way, but at the end of the day, those things even out. 27-21, Nizhny on top at the end of the first quarter. Both teams 9 of 15 from the floor. Nizhny have one more three-pointer. Nizhny also 6 of 6 at the free throw line. That's always a good indicator about how things are going. Thompson takes a seat. Komolov, again, has been outstanding. He hasn't missed from the floor today. He's got 11 points. He has hit all 3 shots from the floor, 2 of them layups, another a three-pointer, and he's a perfect 4-4 at the free throw line. There he is, Komolov, coming alive. Alexander Chadov also in the game, the sweet shooting power forward, now number 10. Gavrilovic rather, misses the first and makes the second.
Nizhny Novgorod.
So biggest lead of the game for the home team, Nizhny Novgorod, who lost the first encounter against Casademont Zaragoza. And Thompson catches and goes up and scores. And well, perhaps that's why we haven't seen him come out of the game yet, because when they can get those mismatches, he's going to be pretty much unstoppable. Not much Baburin could do on that occasion. But the foul was actually called on Artyom Komolov. Ten points for Thompson, but he does not make the free throw. And Tryggvi Heleniusson, the Icelandic international, coming in. And the final seconds of the first quarter ticking off the clock. And nice move down low by Gankevich. They've got to hurry. They got to get it up the floor. And Brusino gets it off the backboard. Zaragoza fell asleep right at the end, not aware of the time, and it's Nizhny Novgorod on top, 30-23 at the end of one. So Nizhny 70% inside the arc, 3 of 6 from deep, and only 1 miss at the line. Here's a look back at some of the highlights from the first quarter. Many of them will be turned in by this man right here, Artyom Komolov. Barreto played well early, but got a couple of quick fouls and had to retreat to the bench. And this has been the real way that they've attacked. They've gotten it inside to Thompson, no matter who's been guarding him. TJ Bray has a couple of made shots, including a three-pointer, and then that little one down the baseline. And, of course, Dylan Ennis hitting the 3. But, again, time and time again, they find Thompson down low. And what you'll find with Lenison is he will also try to catch it down low. But more times than not, he's going up for the dunk. So Baburin and Shepard in the game. Gankevich, Komalov still out there. And Chadov. That's for Nizhny. And now Helenison has come into the game. Suleiman, Brusino, TJ Bray, and Benzing for Zaragoza. Lenison comes and waits for the layup attempt and blocks it off of Shepard, goes out of bounds. And that's the way you block a shot. You make sure that you get it. Blocking it from behind can be a little bit dangerous. Might get the foul called, but he avoided it. Now Benzing catches, spins, puts it up, misses the layup. And how in the world did Zaragoza conspire to miss? They had a couple of bites at the cherry and did not sink their teeth into it. Chadov for three, and that's his reputation. He's coming out shooting, and already a 10-point advantage for Nizhny, who are threatening to open up a even bigger lead here. They've got all the momentum. Benzing going to work, takes the contact, and this time makes a far tougher shot than last time, and does so with his left hand. He has a chance for a three-point play. He's in his second stint with Zaragoza, and that's just all experience right there. I mean, he is a quality player offensively, no doubt about it. Benzing gets the three-point play. Now a little bit of extended defense there. They drop back. Well, they switch up top. Here's Shepard, puts it up from the top of the key. Nobody there for the rebound for Zaragoza, and they're fortunate because Gankevich had position, but the referee, Vitkauskas, says the ball went off of him. Here's TJ Bray. Brusino now down to Benzing. And they like that matchup. Zaragoza, Chadov on Benzing. It's not all about hitting three-point shots. You got to be able to shut your man down. And Benzing has forced him out of the game. Now with Petrasic back in there, we'll see what Zaragoza try to do. And Zoric, not sure exactly what he's telling him, but clearly not happy with events. There's Helenison. Wow. Always amazes me every time he steps onto the floor. Player that picked up the sport rather late back in Iceland. And is already an impactful player in the rough and tough Spanish League as well as the Basketball Champions League. Here is Petrasic missing. Now, TJ Bray crosses midcourt. And Brusino finds his way, and they miss another layup. Well, you can't do that too often. They've missed a couple of layups in the last 2 minutes. Petrasic knocked out of his hands.
Nizhny Novgorod.
Artyom Komalov, a little runner. He's got 13 points, and he is on fire right now. Oh, now the swat. Benzing thought he had a layup. Petrasic, I think, got the block, and now a potential three-point play by Gankevich. It was indeed Luke Petrasic who ran down. Petrasic ran down and got the block. And here he is. And look at that. Boy, nice skills for the big fella. The bounce pass. Look at that. Not in my house, Petrasic says. Brasino, oh, and throws it down. Alley-oop jam for Helenissen. He'll score the majority of his points with dunks. Petrasic down low, Gankevich. And a little slow reacting there by Trygve Helenissen. This time Helenissen gets it, attempts a tough bank shot, and good job defensively by Petrasic. And the charge, or no, excuse me, they've called another foul on Gankevich. Here's the alley-oop jam from Helenissen. Well, what must it be like to be able to just go up, catch the ball, and dunk it? Bray gets in. Helenissen kept it alive. Gankevich, though, saves it before it goes out of bounds. Nice bounce, but he's a good passer, Petrasic, isn't he? Baburin looks like a perfect player for Zordich. Drebkov losing his feet, his balance, able to get the shot off, but it doesn't go in. Now Dylan Ennis back. Takes it in, and Helenissen cleans up the mess, passes it back outside. Bray for three. That three-point shot cuts that back to a 6-point game. Interesting. Helenissen had a chance to go right back up, but saw his teammates wide open on the perimeter and decided to get it to Bray. Timeout, Nizhny.
Отлично, Буба, ali все bilo silovoje. Promijenjaj ritam. Pa zato si je kinul tak. Pridržavaj.
See the rebounding difference?
Let's try for Buba, side corner for Buba. Alo, slušaj bre. Watch out. If they're playing face defense in the corner, get open shot. Nothing is too close, continuous. Okay? After that, I want to have. Let's go. Hey. Watch out, change of the defense. If it's zone, two side. Let's go. Let's break.
Well, Nizhny with an opportunity. You know, they've gotten their noses in front. They went up by 10, double digits. And Zaragoza, as Zaragoza so often do, kind of hang around. And it's important for Zaragoza, or rather for the home team here, to take advantage. They've built themselves a little lead. You got to keep plugging away. Because, Gavrilovic goes in and scores. know there will be a run for this team. A big run for Casademont Zaragoza, but offensive foul called. So since the timeout, all good for Nizhny Novgorod. It was fouls on Brasino. Gavrilovic now outside of Shepard, steps up and off the back of the iron, and wow, they survived, but a foul called on Zaragoza. So the foul called on Lenison, a push. Javier Garcia's now come into the game. Benzing takes a seat. Baburin for three. And nobody there for the rebound. Gavrilovic gets it for Nizhny. Petrasic. And it was a big rebound as they get the three-pointer after that. Petrasic, boy, he is tough. All-round talent. And matching that with his size, here's Bray. And Garcia at the right place at the right time, and then has it stolen by Shepard. Gavrilovic gets it down low. Nowhere to go, in fact. Ennis. And bumped by Baburin. Well, Thompson re-enters the game. A little bit more experience, or a lot more experience, and perhaps some more offense than Lenison. It is. He catches it, but no, he doesn't catch it. He trips over. And I think a foul was called. No, they called it traveling on Jason Thompson. .320 remaining in the first half. It's Nizhny leading by 11 points. Strevkov. Strevkov goes behind his back, gets it to Gankevich. Komalov, probably the star performer in this first half for Nizhny. Gets it down low to Gankevich, he misses. Brasino. He can fill it up from three-point range. Hasn't been able to do much with that. Hasn't had any looks. Hasn't attempted one yet from deep. Now Ennis pulls up and hits another three. Well, they're going to let him have it. He's going to take it, and he's going to make it back to an 8-point contest. Komalov sets the pick. They switch. Strevkov finds his way into the paint. Good job, Thompson. Got his hands up and then got the rebound. Oh boy, that was a telegraph pass. They are awfully lucky to get away with that one. Should have stolen that one. This was Ennis. He's been tough. Ennis today has got 9 points, 2 of 3 from three-point range, 3 of 6 overall. He's also got 4 assists. Thompson takes his time, makes the first. And there he was called for coming over the back off his missed free throws. So that's a double dose of bad play by Thompson. Seven-point game. .155 remaining. Off the inbounds, and Shepard makes the layup and has a chance for a three-point play. Unforgivable. You simply cannot give up that play on an inbounds pass. Look at that. Garcia got completely lost. And Hernandez shaking his head because, I mean, he knows you can't give up that play. So the three-point play takes it back to a 10-point advantage. It's been Nizhny's first half. There's no doubt about it. Look at the free throw shooting. Well, quite a difference. Ennis has been on fire. He rattles in another one. His third three-pointer of the game. And it cuts it back to a 7-point game. 7-point deficit. Komalov, the man of the moment for Nizhny. Looks for space. Wow. Strebkov, shot clock down to 6. It's going to be Shepard. And the long rebound to Petrasic. Komalov, he'll take it. And he will not make it. And heady play by Strebkov. Looks like he threw it off of Bray. But Kauskas right there on the call. It doesn't even need to have a conversation about it. He just tells them like it is. 47-40.
I don't want a ball from the hands. I want a bad pass. Hey, nothing between, no slip between. Deny first pass, last between, okay? Offense. Watch out. Can beat the zone. Can beat the zone defense. If it's zone defense, play Uzi or Luke. Lead him with three. Now, pass, let's go.
Well, remember, both of these teams come into this one 3-1, and you know, the possibility is there for them to move on. Casademont Zaragoza will clinch their spot in the next phase of the competition with a win. Oh boy, the alley-oop was there. He called it, and he still made it. Petrasic pass wasn't timed to perfection, but anyway, he calmly called it and put it up and in. Quick pass down low to Thompson. who dunks his team back in it. Gets it back to a 7-point game with 35 seconds to go now. Nizhny will advance to the playoffs if they win this game and Lublin beat Falco later, or tomorrow rather. Nobody stopped Shepard. Boy, they have just not been at the races, Zaragoza, defensively. I mean, they've given up 51 points. 51 points in the first half. Zaragoza, or rather, you got to praise the home team for that one, and they got a chance for another one, and just not quite enough time. But nevertheless, Zorich will be happy with his team's performance, you would think. And he's taking him to task for making the pass with only 1 second. 51-42. 51-42, Nizhny Novgorod on top of Zaragoza. A lot of work to do for Hernandez as he trudges off the court. Zaragoza just 5 of 10 at the line. That's part of the problem. But the bigger issue is not stopping Nizhny, who've gotten pretty much anything they've wanted. halftime. Nizhny Novgorod on top 51-42 over Casademont Zaragoza. We'll be right back.
Okay, what a move by Sharma. Welcome back here too.
Here's Hunt. Oh, what a bounce pass that was. Take a bow, Bennett Hunt. What a dish.
Allman again. Oh, look at that. The alley-oop pass and throwing it down was Kaiser.
As we go into the new year, Dos Anjos with the thunder one hand. What a roll to the basket and what a finish by that young man.
Kaiser, another offensive rebound for him. Keeps the ball at this end. Oh, and the thunderous dunk picks up right where he left off from the last game. Madsen. Now coming from behind in the alley-oop pass to the dunk by Allman. My goodness me. Got to play D and you got to box out if you're Pettis-Sterry. Oh, Jefferson's going to take it. Oh, crazy. He takes the three early and he drills it. He had been ice cold. Look at this.
Lazinski looking for options, drives behind the back for the beautiful pass on a dish. And finished by Roman Zimanski. Great pass. Into the hands of Reyes. Oh, what a pass off the hardwood from Reyes. Miniotas finishes with the one-handed flush. Strong move by the Lithuanian.
Into the corner, just about stayed in bounds. That's a beautiful bounce pass. Oh, get out of my way, says David Kravish. That is huge. Just dunks all over him.
in the red. If they can win the game, they punch their ticket for the next phase of the competition. If this team wins tonight, Nizhny Novgorod and also Lublin win against Falco tomorrow, then they will punch their ticket for the next phase of the competition. So plenty of basketball left tonight. Without a doubt, this team did pretty much what it wanted when it had the ball.
And we have Steiger for the shooter and cream, okay? After that, far side. Let's go. Hey.
Keep your eye on Petrasic, number 18. He was terrific, as was Karmalov in that first half. Who is going to rise to the occasion in the second half for Nizhny? And might we see something else defensively? A little bit more pressure, perhaps, defensively from Zaragoza when they have the basketball. Second half action underway here in Nizhny Novgorod. Is Casademont Zaragoza with the ball, and already an infraction called on Nizhny. First foul. And it's called on Strebkov. Barreto spent most of the time on the bench in the first half. Here's Benzing putting up from three, and he hits it. He had the defender right in his grill, and he still hit it. He had that beautiful follow through, and it's a 6-point game. What a bounce pass. Look at that. Wow. Petrasic the beneficiary, but Strebkov with the assist. And they hand it off again. You can see how they missed Barreto in that first half. He is tough, getting it down low, catching and shooting. But can they, the question is, can they stop Nizhny? They haven't stopped them all night long. Strebkov. Little pump fake now. Baburin for three. And if they can force them to take the three-pointers, they've got a better chance. But there, Thompson called for the foul, going for the rebound. Look at Petrasic, just says, oh, thank you very much. Just put it on the platter. He lays it up and in. I mean, with his size, you got to wonder about the potential. Very intriguing player. Also, Helenissen comes back into the game now as Thompson picks up his third foul. And now foul called on Gankevich. And is at 4 fouls. No, it's his third. Petrasic and Benzing. Oh, look at, did you see the turn from Benzing? Boy, just felt Petrasic on his back and just stepped right in for an easy layup. Boy, he's gonna be getting a lot of touches if he scores that easily. That was the first time really Petrasic has been taken to task defensively. Now Bray's trying to keep him away from the ball. Strebkov up, and look at that. Helenissen goes up for the swat on Petrasic. And Barreto hands it off to Bray. Oh. Got to give Benzing the touches while he feels it. There's Ennis. Has it knocked out of his hands as it goes up by Baburin. Oh, nice read by Benzing. He's come to play in the second half. And there's Bray going behind his back, and Karmalov just takes it. It's like taking candy away from a baby. Only Bray wasn't crying. He just lost it. Strebkov. Oh, look at that. Gankevich. Boy, Hernandez is not going to be happy. No switch. Good work by Zaragoza here, but they give away some cheap shots, and this time Komarov called for the foul on Ennis. That is foul number 3 on Nizhny. But remember, at the free throw line today, Zaragoza have had a nightmare. They've just made 3 of 8. That was a great block by Lennison. That was one of those not in your house blocks. Bray. Barreto. Well, Strebkov. Gavrilovic. Rims out. Clearly, coach is more than happy for him to take that shot. Zoran Lukic, rather. And another miss. And another chance. Nizhny to go back up by as many as 9 if they can drain a 3. Shot clock down to 3. Strebkov over to Gavrilovic, puts it up on the baseline. Oh, that's a killer. That is a killer for Casademont Zaragoza. And Gavrilovic, well, he just takes it in his stride. He's missed some open ones, but now he's coming to life.
Nizhny Novgorod.
You play great defense, and then the opponent hits the late 3. If I'm Zaragoza, though, surely you got to give a touch to Benzing every time down the court. Doesn't catch the pass. Perhaps a little too high. Gavrilovic battling down low for position on Lennison. Baburin gets it to Gavrilovic, and this time he misses everything. Good D by Lennison. Ennis, strong move to the basket and picks up the foul on Shepard. Zaragoza looked much better going to the basket instead of settling for jump shots right now. Surely that has to be the way forward for them. The good news is defensively they've tightened up a little bit, but can that continue? Well, the bad free throw shooting continues. For whatever reason tonight, they've been woeful. Look at that, 4 of 10 compared to 8 of 10 for Nizhny. Shepard, another one. Boy, that was a beautiful stroke. He brought a little bit of rain with that one. That was a high arcing shot. Might need to get a towel to wipe off the ball. Bounce pass. Oh, and Henderson just picks it up. I was just about to say you got to know who you're throwing it to, but Henderson was able to collect it and jam it. Bounce pass. Gavrilovic goes in. Another swat by Lennison. Sloppy pass. Boy, Bray's not having a good game tonight. He's having his struggles. Well, I say that. He's got 8 points and 4 assists, but just a little lackadaisical. Look at that. Boy, that is a high arcing 3. Bray has a couple of turnovers, 2 rebounds, 4 assists to go with his 8 points, 3 of 7 from the floor. And to Lennison, oh, that might be an unsportsmanlike. They were not going to let him get off. Watch Petrasic at the end of this. Okay, he played the ball. Okay, no unsportsmanlike. Petrasic just came down. He bit on the pump fake. Baburin with 3 fouls. At some point, though, if you're Zaragoza, you start to worry, you know, about these free throw misses, because they are going to come home to roost. Lenson takes his time and makes the first one. And Lenson makes both. So he's hit both of his free throws. And Zaragoza now back at 50% from the line. And it's only a 6-point deficit. And again, this is where they have to pay attention to details defensively against this Nizhny team, who really tore him to shreds in the first half. Good drive by Baburin, and good reach by Bray. Ball goes off and out of bounds. 1.2 seconds on the shot clock. Watch Baburin. He might catch and shoot from 3-point range. There he is, catch and shoot. Oh! Don't know how they let, if I can call that play, I don't know how Zaragoza allowed him to catch it. But I guess perhaps better that he has that than Komalov tonight. And now Barreto, who always puts his nose in where it's not wanted, okay, battling away for the basketball. So they lose a 3-point threat with Baburin going to the bench. Artem Komalov has to go out. That doesn't look good, with a potential foot injury or sprained ankle. And in fact, because of that, they're not going to bring Baburin out. They're going to leave him in, and they lose one of their best players in this game, Komalov. Hopefully he's okay. But he is in a little bit of agony on the bench. And I don't know what it is about Zaragoza tonight in their free throws, but boy, they are looking a gift horse in the mouth. And you should never do that. Barreto gets it to hit the front of the rim, and it bounces over to cut it back to a 5-point deficit. So they gave up 30 points to Nizhny in the first quarter, 21 in the second, and now 9 in the third quarter with 3.5 minutes remaining. Baburin playing with the 4 fouls. Gets it to Shepard. Shepard takes it down low, and foul was called on Benzing for the reach. Petrasic has been very quiet in this third quarter. Now to Shepard behind the back. Well, a little pass. Baburin ends up with it, and the 3-pointer is good. Well, Goran Lukic knows what he's doing, keeping his 3-point shooter in the ball game. Left open, he drains it back to an 8-point advantage. Barreto, nice spin and nice finish. Wow. That was like one of those backyard spin jobs. 3-point shot. Another one is good, this time by Strebkov. Ivan the Great. And nobody picks up Ennis as he gets in. Wow, it looked like Baburin went up to get the ball and might have even knocked it in. Well, at least you could say he never gave up on it. Baburin. Strebkov to Gavrilovic. Trebkov behind the back and faked out his own team, and the ball goes out. No, Barreto saves it and goes in and goes old school, lays it up and in with the left hand. Heart of a champion right there. Look at him. He needs to take a seat. He's out of breath. So that makes it a 5-point game again. And Zaragoza outscoring Nizhny by 4 points in this third quarter.
Play defense. I know play defense, let's say. You let him score. Hey, watch out what they defense are playing now. Okay? Watch out what they're playing now.
Сейчас нужно команде помочь, вот сейчас нужно поддержать всем максимально. Нижний!
If it's zone, try to play.
Well, it's a battle of 3-1 teams. Nizhny wins tonight, and then they get some help tomorrow from Lublin against Falco. Lublin win that game, they would clinch their spot in the next phase. But right now, it's Casademont Zaragoza who have a little bit of momentum. And if they can win, they would clinch their spot. But you saw wincing on the sidelines, Komalov. I'm not sure that he's going to be coming back. Look at Barreto, though, battling away and being fouled by Baburin. Both players going for the ball. Baburin actually said, hey, go look at it on replay, but you can't do that. Sitting back in a little 2-3 zone, they give away the three-pointer, and coming out and drilling it right off the bench, Gerasimov. Wow. That's called producing when called upon. First action of the game, he hits a three-pointer. Lennison, meanwhile, catches it down low and is fouled. Look at Gerasimov. Just in, he's ready, catch and shoot, follow through and make it. And the foul is actually called on Gerasimov there. So the first free throw is good. I'm not sure that playing 2-3 zone against this Nizhny team is a good idea. Lennison answering the call at the free throw line. He's perfect now, 4 of 4. Curious why you'd go into a 2-3 zone when Nizhny had, before that last make, had hit 8 of 17 from deep. But they have indeed. Now it looks more like a 3-2 zone. And the rebound by Barreto. Ennis tries to get to the rim. Nope. They keep it alive. Benzing misses a short one. Lennison keeps it alive. Looked like Zaragoza in a little bit too much of a rush there, starting with Ennis. You know, he's counting on Lennison to go in there and get the offensive rebound, first of all. And then Benzing, okay, he was open for, you know, a little 2-meter jump shot, and he missed. He put it up quickly, but it looked like he wasn't really in rhythm. Final minute of the third quarter, and Nizhny seemed to have stabilized things a little bit here, leading by 6 points. Oh, look at that. They get it down low, and Gavrilovic, another 2 points for him, and the lead is 8 once again. Seven points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists for Alex Gavrilovic. And this time, Benzing misses at the line, and Nizhny have a chance for the final shot. See quite a few fans in the house tonight here at Nizhny. Behind the back, Gavrilovic for 3. And putting it up right at the death Well, the quarter could have been, perhaps should have been better for Zaragoza. They end up outscoring them 21-20 and continue to trail by 8 points against Nizhny Novgorod, who are 18 of 32 inside the arc, 9 of 20 from deep, and 8 of 10 at the line. That 9 of 16 effort from the free throw line, costly. Those free throw misses costly for Casademont Zaragoza. They started well with Benzing. Petrasek, I think that might have been his only 2 points of the third quarter, but Benzing had it going early, as did Barreto, and it seemed like Benzing didn't get enough touches. Look, here he got it. Lennison came in and made an immediate impact. Easily his best minutes of the game. And they really held him in check, but that was a huge shot right there at the end of the shot clock. And then, I mean, that is silky smooth three-point shot from Shepard. And Lennison has dunked his way to 10 points. Well, he's got 3 dunks, I think, and 4 made free throws. And that was the injury that sent Komolov out of the game. But Burun came in, or rather stayed in, and hit a big 3. And then Strebkov followed with that 3. And Nizhny got the wind in their sails again. Well, you can see we're here on the home court of Nizhny. And again, there are some fans. You know, the coronavirus pandemic, COVID-19 has kept a lot of fans, for the most part, out of the arenas. And it's been a magnificent achievement, really, by the clubs and the Basketball Champions League to have all these games. And hopefully the fans will be able to come back in force soon. Gavrilovic turns it over. So Bray back in. His pass, though, goes off the hands of Petrasek. And Shepard punishes him immediately. And what makes that a difficult turnover to accept is that Petrasek had his back to the ball, and it went off of his hands. And that was Benzing falling away. And Nizhny starting this fourth quarter stronger, leading by 10 points. Their biggest lead has been 11. So they can take their biggest lead of the game tonight if they can hit a shot here. Gerasimov drives in, gets swatted right at the rim. Boy, Brasino has done absolutely nothing tonight. Here he is from three-point range, missing. And you would think if any player would benefit from having Hernandez come in and coach the team, it would be Brasino, who plays for him in the Argentina national team, but he hasn't really looked the part tonight. Brasino 0 for 3 from the floor in 17 minutes. He's got 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and a turnover, +1 efficiency. So they keep possession. This is the man that's kept them alive, really, Barreto, but he misses on the drive. And now Strebkov. Garcia also back in the game. This is not a must-win game for either team, but the sooner you book your spot for the next phase of the competition, the better. Obviously, Kevich hasn't had a great night himself tonight. Had a lot of foul issues. And called for the foul on that occasion as well, for whatever reason. I mean, Gankevich usually one of their steadiest performers. He does have 8 points, but he's got 4 fouls and a couple assists and 3 turnovers. So timeout called by Sergio Hernandez.
Everybody mark.
Let's go down and listen.
Круто, что те, кто в центре, кричат не Нижний. И Новгород, те все равно пополам. Но немножко другая кричалка будет. Вперед за Нижний. Вы начинаете, вперед за Нижний. Вы подхватываете. Готовы? 3, 4.
Dylan a tocar a Johnny. Lucino juega de este lado, ¿ok? Robin. Jugamos esto, Johnny. Hace esto. Pero vas a buscar a Lucino. Dylan, esto. Mismo lado.
Отлично, а теперь со мной. Вперед за Нижний.
Esto para el juego de 2 contra 2 de
За Нижний.
Well, Hernandez can't speak English, but he was speaking Spanish in the huddle there. And with, I suppose, we had Dylan Innocent there and Benzing, 3 other native Spanish speakers. But I guess Benzing probably speaks Spanish as well, since he's been in Spain long enough, as well as Dylan Innes. Not his first tour here. Here's the drive, Brasino, and just can't get it to drop tonight for whatever reason. Well, players have those types of games, but I think if you look at the lineup on the court right now, this is a team, a Casademont Zaragoza team, that is going to try to harass, pick up the pressure defensively, try to come up with some turnovers. That is definitely the plan. Garcia doesn't play good D on Strebkov. That's the problem in that situation. Strebkov just ate him for dinner. Sliced and diced. Innes. Wow. I'll tell you what, without his three-point shooting tonight, Zaragoza wouldn't even be close. Dylan Innes, 4 of 5 from three-point range. And almost forcing the turnover with 7:38 to go tonight. Rashid Suleiman, I don't know if it's, didn't look fully fit. I know he had some injuries. He played a little bit. Good defense by Barreto, forcing the turnover. Well, Gerasimov is an interesting player, spot-up shooter, but we saw him get swatted on his one drive to the basket. Maybe a little naive going up against Trygve Lenison. Okay, so Artem Komalov is going to come back in, so I guess it's great news. He's getting around because he did not look comfortable after looking like he'd hurt his ankle. Brasino patiently gets in, gets swatted. Barreto there picks it up and misses again, and they're going to keep it at this end as Zaragoza continue to attack the glass. But Brasino just looking for a little bit of help, appealing for fouls. Sometimes that's what happens when you can't make a shot. Start looking for some help. Here he is again, puts it up, and finally gets it to go. The jump shot. That's 2. With 7:15 remaining, but that's a good sign for Zaragoza. Now Nizhny, can they go right back and score? And the hold called on Brasino. Nods approval, yes, you're right. I did commit the foul. This is the matchup that troubles me, is Garcia on Strebkov. We've already seen Strebkov take him once here in the last couple of minutes. Petrasic has gone quiet in the second half. Gets it to Gankevich, and Benzing almost knocked it away. And now the charge called on Gankevich. Well, the offensive foul going for the ball, so he's out of the game. That's number 5. Gankevich leaves with 8 points, a couple of assists, 4 turnovers, and +6 efficiency. So Alexander Chadov comes in, and that means instead of worrying about Gankevich down low, perhaps you've got another jump shooter you got to contend with. Offensive foul. So Benzing called for the foul, pushing off. 6:40 remaining, 7 points, the difference. Zaragoza did pull to within 4 points in the second half. Shepard goes off 1 foot. And Chadov able to wrestle the ball away. Then Strepkov gets it and can't quite get it to go. Benzing gets the rebound to Ennis, who gets it up the floor to Brasino. Now Benzing. Barreto drives in, denied at the rim. Looking a little confused offensively, Zaragoza. Shepard goes down, he misses. Benzing again, quick outlet pass to Ennis. This is where he likes to excel. Nope. And great hustle, but again, the biggest problem, okay, so it was Brasino going with the ball. This was Barreto, and boy, it looks like Shepard got him on the arm there, got away with one. Baburin back into the game. It's been kind of a comfortable lead all night for this Nizhny Novgorod team. They haven't stepped on the accelerator and pulled away, but yet they've maintained a lead of several points. Good news is that Komalov is back. Now Chadov. Well, Komalov being warned about his little altercation with Brasino. Interesting play there. Okay, Ennis back to Benzing. Benzing rolls and scores. Back to a 5-point game. Nothing coming easy, though, offensively for Zaragoza. Chadov. Komalov. Oh, nice spin. Brasino over to Ennis now. Back to Brasino. Drives in and is fouled. Had a chance for a 3-point play. Couldn't get it to go. But he'll settle for the 2 free throws. Now Thompson's going to come back in. No, perhaps fortunate to get to the line there. He was attacking, and Baburin's picked up his 5th foul. And that's a tough blow now. One of your clutch performers, when the game hangs in the balance, that is a man that you have to account for. And now he's out of the game. So Ennis comes out, Thompson comes back in. So a little bit more size, and they're going to try to attack down low with Thompson offensively. And you still have Barreto, Benzing, and Garcia. And if you're Nizhny, maybe you just give Garcia all day long just leave him open. I don't think he's proved that he can do anything offensively. At least not in this game. So back to a three-point game. Strepkov. Can Nizhny hold on? Strepkov finds a little opening, puts it up and in. He is solid, isn't he? Solid as a rock. And back to a 5-point advantage. Strepkov now with 13 points. Barreto turns, goes up. Can't get it to go. He kind of flicked it up there at the end instead of trying to bank it in. Now Shepard loses his footing. Great effort, though, by Strepkov to keep it from going into the backcourt. Excellent work by Shepard as well to get the pass to him. Here he goes driving in, but he's blocked. Garcia in the open floor. Benzing pulls up. Three, good. Now it's a 2-point game. Well, their best quarter of basketball right now. Zaragoza outscoring Nizhny Novgorod 12-6 in this fourth quarter, and they've cut it to 2 points, the deficit. Gavrilovic catches it, gets it back to Komalov for three. A little long. Zoran Lukic might want to think about getting a timeout. Now, Garcia over to Benzing. He's left open. He takes it. He makes it. The three-pointer. And Casademont Zaragoza have moved in front. They have been trailing pretty much the entire game. And all of a sudden, the Robin Benzing factor looms large. Couple of three-pointers from him, and bam! They are back in front. Their biggest lead of the game, Zaragoza, is 4 points. But they hadn't led since early. And you can see Lukic, all that great work we've done tonight, leading by 12 points. Now we're trailing.
Let's right time side. So come on. Okay. Right, layup. Right. First down side, second option.
And I think that's a huge stat or factor right there. You see that Baburin and Gankevich each with 5 fouls and out of the game. Those are two players that understand what the coach wants without a doubt. They bring that toughness, and he's having to rely now on some more inexperienced players, the likes of Chadov. And, well, still a long way to go, but full marks to Garcia for finding Benzing for those last 2 3-pointers. Still a long way to go now. Casey Shepard, obviously he's got a lot of basketball in him. He finds his way, puts it up. Oh, what a play. What a play by Shepard. The seas parted, and he went straight through and went right off the glass. He's got 14 points. Garcia, left open, he takes it. Oh, and he makes it. Boy, that was clutch. I said leave him open and make him prove that he can make it, and he has. He's played very well in this last few minutes, Garcia. Now he gives up a foul a long way from the basket. Nevertheless, not costly. Look at that, though. They actually covered it right at the end with Thompson, and just a spectacular finish by Shepard. Put that on the highlight reel. Goodness gracious. He went airborne. Wow. This Basketball Champions League, the games are always exciting. And coming right down to the finish. Once again, the drive, Strepkov, and he puts Nizhny back in front. Garcia. So many young players over the years have really made some big names for themselves in this competition. Here he is. Getting it to Benzing, who's guarded closely this time by Petrasic, who turns, puts up a tough shot. He banks it in. Only a player of his pedigree is bold enough to go and make that move and confident that he's going to make it. Robin Benzing has come to life in the second half. Now Shepard has it knocked away, but they get it back. Benzing, by the way, with 18 points. Strepkov looks up, shot clock winding down, puts it up, and gets it to go. Gets a lot of love from the rim. Just how he meant to do it. 83-82. Boy, Zaragoza only know close games, don't they? Close over the weekend win over Real Betis, and here they are in a real struggle with a team that they barely beat the first time around, Nizhny Novgorod. And what a shot that was by Strepkov. And this is why you love it. Look at it. You play all this time, and it's still tight. 83-82. Ennis gets it to Thompson, who goes up. And instead of dunking it, lays it up. He saw Petrasic there. Shepard goes right back and trips up and earns a trip to the line. Or have they called traveling? It looks like they've called traveling. Oh no, they've called an offensive foul. Watch this. Woo. Just got in there and was just out of the keyway. So excellent defense. But in fact, they say he charged into Garcia in the official scoring, but it looked to me like it was Benzing. But nevertheless, Zaragoza will take it. Now can they take advantage of the 1-point lead and possession here late? You got to know what you want to do with the ball. And, well, they wanted to go to Thompson, and they were ready for it, weren't they? Look at Strepkov. He takes it away. He gets it up to Casey Shepard, who gets down to the baseline, now into the corner. Komalov for three. He misses. Boy, they dodged the bullet, Zaragoza. And look at this. Nobody is back. And in for the dunk is Dylan Ennis. Well, you see the three-point shooting now. Both teams have 9 makes. And really, Nizhny, in my opinion, got the play they wanted. It was just Komalov just missed the three-point shot. I don't think you can really take too much issue with what they did, but the only problem was, you know, somebody has to look and make sure that they have somebody back on defense.
Set the screen, 3, and after that, elevator for 2 over there. Okay? Keep it there. Last defense. We don't go to that. Drive in.
If you've got,
we're going for a win, 1 point if you can. Let's go.
If you've got Casey Shepard, you know, penetrating as much as he has, you know, you've got to be aware that somebody else has to be back on defense. Huge possession now. Huge possession. I tell you, for about 32 minutes, even 4 minutes of this game, it looked like it just wasn't going to happen for Zaragoza, but they have really come good here midway through the fourth quarter. Contributions from a whole cast of characters. Strepkov over to Komalov, puts it up from 3. That's the one. They thought he was going to make it from the corner before that. And really, he's not going to miss 2 in a row like that, is he? And the only problem with that is Benzing went for the steal instead of playing defense, getting in front of him with a hand in the face. But even then again, if he does that, who knows? Maybe he fouls him. Oh, this is why you love it. Whoa. The whiff of overtime is even in the air. Just got that wafting through the nostrils. Who knows? Maybe we'll have some extra time tonight. These two teams have played two exciting games. The first one won by Zaragoza by just 3 points, with Dylan Ennis hitting a three.
22 seconds with the ball.
Let's listen in.
It's easy. We play. If you push him to the corner, hey, one up without pick and roll. Yeah. Isolation for you. Last 5 seconds. Hey, keep the ball. Okay, forget the rest. Hey, if we miss, be ready to take foul. No, we don't want it.
I think he said if we missed, be ready not to foul. Hernandez joking around with joking around because the whistle was blown in his ear unintentionally by Alexander Glizic. And now look at the defense in the backcourt, and they have unbelievably forced a turnover. And this is classic mistake. You can't make this mistake. Look at this again. What was Brusino doing? I mean, the only thing I'll say there is, why is Brusino handling the ball? Well, he's had a tough night at the office, really. Brusino. Well, you heard that. We don't want overtime. He's thinking about goal differential as well, because they can lose this game by 2 points or 1 point, drop to 3 and 2, but could still have an advantage in a potential head-to-head tiebreaker with Nizhny Novgorod. That's interesting. They do not want overtime. No. Okay, well, 19.7 seconds remains. 14 on the shot clock. Shepard dribbles, drives in, puts it up, misses. They've got the ball. Here comes Bray. Gets it over to Ennis. Benzing. Well, you might not want overtime, but you've got overtime. Well, I don't know about you, but I wanted overtime. 86-86, Nizhny Novgorod and Casademont Zaragoza. Wow. Well, you got the shooting of three-point range, pretty similar there. The big difference in the game, the free throw shooting. Yeah, here was that last game-tying three-pointer by Artyom Komolov. Look at Benzing. He goes for the steal instead of stepping in front and getting the hand in the face of Komolov, who, you know, perhaps forcing him to pass. And he tied the game. And then Benzing had a look and put it off the back of the iron. Well, it's really interesting, and as they should be thinking about it, the the final score, in terms of if you lose, just don't lose by this many points because of the potential in the tiebreakers. But that's out the window now. I guess you could have the potential for another overtime, so a double overtime classic. Zaragoza don't want to play double overtime, that's for sure. They want to win this in regulation, and if they lose, they don't want to lose by more than 2 points. So Bray back in the game. He came back, in fact, right at the end of regulation. Now Benzing goes to work, turns, puts it up, and he is fouled. And that's for not the first time tonight. Has used that savvy, that experience of backing up his man and then kind of spinning to the basket. Look at this. The other time he did it, he spun to his left. Oh, Benzing overall has been great tonight. The only issue that I would take with him is he went for that steal on Komolov late in the game. And now he's going to take a seat just to catch his breath. I would imagine he would come right back in after maybe sitting down for a couple minutes, because you need him for his offense. Komolov, little touch pass taken away. Tried to get it to Gavrilovic. And now Ennis puts on the deck, goes hard. Looking for the foul. Now, Nizhny. Strebkov trying to get it inside to Gavrilovic, who's being guarded by Barrero. Strebkov spins his way in and misses. Wow. I would have put money on that, him making that. Now Bray. Brasino. Ennis. He's been hot from three-point range. Where this is going to go? Oh, it doesn't. It rattles out. 3:40 to go. He was 4 of 5 from three-point range before that. Now Komolov misses from deep. And Ennis saves it in bounds. So another 24 seconds. Brasino from downtown. Boy, not a game he's going to want to write home about. Just one made field goal tonight. He's 1 of 7 from the floor. Nicholas Brasino. Strebkov. Three-point shot from Shepard. Both teams perhaps tired legs. They get it up to Ennis. That's where he wants to be. And he puts it up as the contact comes and at least gets to the free throw line, which is perhaps the only area where he has struggled tonight, making 2 of 4 free throws. Good play by Strebkov to prevent the layup, but nevertheless puts him on the line. Don't go anywhere. I mean, these games are crazy. a lot can happen. Ennis now 3 of 5 at the charity stripe tonight. And it's a 4-point advantage for Zaragoza. And he makes another one, takes his time, takes a deep breath. It's a 5-point lead. Petrasic, arguably the best player in the game in the first half, been very quiet in the second. Komalov. And Shepard, was that a pass? Did he get knocked away? That was crazy. Komalov for 3, good! Wow. He must have heard me say that Petrasic was the best player on the court in the first half. Komalov was good as well. And he cuts it back to a 2-point deficit. 19 points, third three-pointer of the game. Ennis to Thompson, tough pass, caught, and he gets it back to Thompson. Bray, Thompson puts it up. Oh, he hits it. Boy, that is a backbreaker, just like the shot made earlier in the game by Nizhny, by Gavrilovic on the baseline. Shepard, though, left open as his man falls down. And with 1:51 remaining, and that's exactly what they've done. They've given Benzing a little bit of time to sit down, catch his breath. And these teams, these players definitely tired. Look at that, boy, that is a tough shot, and you could not have played it any better if you're Gavrilovic. Now Bray. Benzing surely needs a touch. It's going to be Ennis perhaps trying to break something down penetration-wise. I don't think they want to give him the 3. Here he goes. Drives in, back outside to Brasino. Well, he's going to try his luck. He's going to go in. He's going to take a tough one, and he's not going to make it. His struggles continue now. 1 of 8 from the floor. Brasino. And Nizhny, who trailed by 5 points in this overtime, now can take the lead with a 3-pointer. And Benzing reaches in and commits his team's 4th foul in this overtime.
Замена Zaragoza. Роберт Бензин, номер 12, третий фол.
So Barrero's time out was brief. He's back. Comes back in for Dylan Ennis, in fact. What do they want? A 3-pointer probably from Komalov. They would take that if they could get it. And instead they get Komalov driving to the basket and earning a trip to the line. So he has been their go-to man. Continues to be.
Замена Zaragoza. Николас Брусино, номер 9, третий фол.
Komalov takes his time and makes the first one. What a game he's had. Six of 11 from the floor. And, oh, he misses the second. So he's got 20 points, and Zaragoza leading by 1. 17 seconds remaining. So, in fact, Ennis is still in the game. Oh, they find Thompson, who waits. Oh, he's got a chance for a 3-point play. Petrasic commits the foul. And boy, what a blow. You almost just have to give it to him instead of going for the block. Reaching over like that, they're going to call that. So Ennis re-entered the game for Brasino. That's what it was. Anyway, the 3-point play makes it a 4-point game, and Petrasic has 4 fouls. And the pass intercepted by Bray, and they're probably not going to be in any rush to attempt a shot. And Nizhny are going to be kicking themselves tonight if they don't win this game. They were in a strong position. Just have not made plays that they needed to make in the fourth quarter and even in this overtime. I mean, you think if you're going to get the production that they've gotten tonight from Komalov with 20 points, Strepkov 17, 16 for Shepard, 12 from Petrasic, you're going to go ahead and win the game. Also 8 from Gankevich. But I suppose in these clutch moments, again, is when you really miss Baburin and Gankevich. And Benzing, when the game has truly been on the line here in this fourth quarter, you'd probably say he's been the man that has gotten Zaragoza close to the finish line. Timeout. 98-92, Casademont Zaragoza on top of Nizhny Novgorod.
I want here, come on, position 2, 4, 5, please, Casey here. Make a Casey with the one with the ball, Vanya's here. Hey, fake a one-on-one, up, hand off, on a full sprint, и odmah сразу бей. Što si se obasral, второй дошел? Ушел си 2 метра си шел. Look, man, what is this? They pick it up, you. The weakest link, man. And one. No fighting for the position. Up, left. Try this line upset. After that, go fist. Immediately.
Well, the frustration there, he knows his team up against it now. And Petrasic, that's what he was upset about, giving up the layup, but also the foul. And it's made it a very tough task now, 6 points. They've got to claw back to try to get to another overtime. Shepard, Komalov gets open, he puts it up. Oh, it almost went in. Looked for a moment there like he might have a 4-point play opportunity. Ennis will just try to play keep away. And Coach Zorn Lucas says, no more. That's it. Perhaps thinking, you know what, we'll live to fight another day. We've got other games, and both coaches exchanged pleasantries. Wow, what a contest. Casademont Zaragoza, they trailed for most of the game, but they came back late, and they win it 98-92 over Nizhny Novgorod. Well, a lot to like about that win for Casademont Zaragoza. If you consider you're not really playing your best basketball, you're on the road, you're struggling, and yet you find a way to win. And that's exactly what happened tonight. They found a way to win, and they're arguably their most experienced, most important player, Robin Benzing, answered the call big time. Finished with 23 points. That's a game high. Most of those coming in the second half. 22 points for Dylan Ennis, who was terrific really for much of the game. Jason Thompson also with 20. Trygve Linison, you know, probably some backcourt concerns overall for Casademont Zaragoza. I think they're going to need some more out of TJ Bray than what they've got tonight. And with that in mind, you know, Javier Garcia came in and did an excellent job in the fourth quarter. So you look at the numbers, and Zaragoza end up making a lot more free throws. Still, that almost cost them in regulation. And Zaragoza with 6 steals in the end. Benzing, Ennis, and Thompson, as I mentioned, 20-plus points for each of them. Komalov, Strepkov, and Shepard led the scoring for Nizhny Novgorod. who now and here's the Robin Benzing hour. Look at this. He's going to have some plays. I really like Barreto. I mean, he's scrappy. And you need players like Barreto on your team. Petrasic has so much potential, and we saw it in the first half. And I think maybe, I don't know if it was a concentration issue or what in the second half for him. He wasn't quite as impotent, or quite as potent, shall we say. Lennison is pretty steady. You know you're going to get some block shots, some dunks, some made free throws from him, some physicality. Komarov, for a while there, looked like he was done, but he came back in. And again, don't forget the fouls given up by Jankiewicz and Baburin did not help Nizhny tonight. I mean, they need those guys available for more minutes. It left them a little bit short on the bench in crunch time. So Casademont Zaragoza improved to 4-1. Nizhny dropped to 3-2. If Falco Sombote win tomorrow against 0-4 Lublin, then you've got both Nizhny and Falco Sombote at 3-2. And of course, those two teams, if you look at the rest of the way, well, they will meet in their last game coming up on January 19th. So Falco, you know, the sportsman in you kind of hopes that they win tonight against Lublin to set up an enticing do-or-die showdown with Nizhny. But anyway, tough loss tonight for Nizhny to digest because, again, they did lead for most of the game. And that man knows it. They let one get away against the Zaragoza team that wasn't really at its best, but did what it had to do to get a win on the road. So that confirms it. 4-1 now for Casademont Zaragoza. They have punched their ticket for the next phase of this competition. Nizhny Novgorod now looking at a likely showdown next week with Falco Sombote, who are down at third place.